Crypto. So Nexera is the replacement coin for Alliance Blockchain's previous token, ALBT, which was pretty much drugged down to zero after the Bonk DAO suffered a $120 million loss from an exploit. Now currently Nexera is trading at 0.0854 cents, has a maximum supply of 850 million, self-reported circulating supply according to core market cap of 732 million. Now this project currently has a market cap of 62.5 million. Now there are some interesting things going on with Alliance Block right now. As of March 16th, we had this offer from ABO Digital to offer institutional and retail investors a compliant way of backing crypto projects through tokenization. The structured products under Alliance Block and ABO's digital partnership can offer alternate funding options for crypto projects, things like issuing tokens to market makers or to venture capitalists. ABO, the digital asset investment arm of ABO Group, provides private financing for publicly traded companies, and they will help negotiate and structure the financial instruments based on the project's capital and liquidity goals. Now, Alliance Block will tokenize access and turn them into compliant, actively managed certificates, which is a type of structured support that lets an investor attract and benefit from an underlying asset without having direct ownership. So some interesting news and partnerships coming out for this project, and I must say that Alliance Block does have a lot of impressive partnerships and collaborations. We got Quant and Halo, Orion, FinLab, Certec, Parsec, API3, Injective, a bunch of good projects to be associated with. So turning now to the charts, we're starting out on the 4 hour because this has not been out very long. It's been out since about March 23 according to the KuCoin charts, and it's had some pretty impressive price history. Currently, we can see that it is in an upward move right now. We got a series of higher lows and higher highs. However, when I draw my trend lines and look at the overall structure here, and I've changed them orange to make it easier for you to see, it's in what we call a rising broadening pattern or a rising megaphone pattern. Now, this is actually a bearish structure, and typically it breaks down to the downside. And I do have some measured moves here. Now, if we lose this area just a little under 8 cents, we could actually see prices come down as low as 5.3 cents or 5.4 cents. And I have another measured move, which I'll get to in a moment. When we look a little closer to what's going on and what brought this price down, there could possibly be a move down to this area of about 7 cents. However, things are looking pretty interesting. Now, when I'm looking at my indicators here on the 4 hour, stochastics are on the ground, which is a good sign for an upward move. Now, we see money flows coming down. Now, that's not so great. And we see the VWAP is kind of leveled out and possibly could be turning to the upside. Now, if it does that and stochastics turn to the upside, we, of course, will be heading back to the top of this channel. And this is where this is going to be a little tricky right now. So basically what I'm going to say is that if we do get a bounce right now from where we are at just a little over 8 cents, this 21 moving average on the 4 hour, it looks like we're getting support there. If we do, we have a very good chance to come back up to this area of about just under 9 cents and possibly break up to the top of the channel. If we lose this area, I would be looking for these other two targets that we just mentioned, because that would put us into more of a bearish scenario. Now, one thing that I do want to point out is that, and it's a little bit more apparent on the smaller time frames, we have what looks to be a head and shoulders. Now, it's kind of a funky looking head and shoulders, and it is tilted to the upside, but you can see we did break that neckline and we did come down. Now, the measured move from that would take us down to this area that we talked about at just a little over 7 cents. If you are in this project and trading this project right now, what you want to be mindful of is that we could get a pump up here, retest this neckline area of just under 9 cents, get rejected, come back down, and then fight with this area and eventually come down to our measured move. That's a very real possibility, but there are some signs that showing that we could get a break to the upside. Stochastics are kind of low here. They are wanting to come up. I would be looking more on the 4 hour just for your overall move. There are some good things that I can see here. Now, there is a little bit of a bullish scenario. If we use just a little bit of Elliott wave theory, we might have a chance to come up to reach about 12.8 cents. It really depends on if we get this bounce here at this 21 moving average, because this would be our 4 wave, and now this cannot touch this one. All right, so if the price here dips below to this area of about 7.8 cents, the whole 5 count Elliott wave thing just becomes void, and I would be leaning more toward this megaphone pattern to play out. But there is a very good possibility that if we do hold here and we start coming up, we could be looking at 10.4 cents, a target of 11.5 cents, 12 cents, and 12.8 being our main target for this move. So if you're trying to get into this project, you want to be a little caution and just make sure that you actually get a confirmed move. I actually probably wouldn't jump into this until I saw price go above 9 cents and hold that level. But for you guys like me that have got a bag like this and maybe it's in profit, or maybe you really don't have much lose for it. I plan on holding mine. I don't plan on getting out of this, but you know, I probably will wait till we get up here and maybe take a little bit of profit just to get out what I put into the original token. And then I'm going to let this baby run and see what happens. But if you guys are interested in this token, let me know. And I'll keep covering it. Otherwise, you know, we'll just throw this one on the back burner. But as it stands right now, there is a little bit of a chance to come up, but there are signs kind of pointing that we're coming down toward the bottom of this channel. And if we do that, the chances are, again, highly likely we will break through to the bottom of that. So just keep that in mind. It's pretty much all hinging around this 9-cent area, this 8.9 cent area. If we can break above that, chances are good that we got some more upward action. If we cannot break above that 9-cent area, look for these down targets. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, maybe subscribe to the channel, check out our free Telegram group where you can learn how to chart and do exactly what I do on the screen. Until next time, my name is Lane, your Crypto Road Dog, reminding you, you got this, baby.
Hey, buddy, why don't you and me, we have a little talk about the like button down here? I hit it. I think you should hit it too. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to the family.